Good morning everyone. My name is Ajish Babu. So we will continue with our video series Game Development using Unity. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe and share this video as much as possible. So let us continue with our class. So in the previous some of the few videos, we were discussing about the various roles and responsibilities in a gaming studio. So we saw what is the roles and responsibilities of a producer, then a programmer, graphic designer, and we have also discussed about the roles and responsibilities of a game designer and a producer. Okay, so these are the some of the roles we have seen till now. So now let us discuss about the roles and responsibilities of the 3D modelers and animators. So before continuing that, so you can just watch my previous video, that is the difference between the 2D games and 3D games. So you will understand the more about what is the difference between the 2D graphics and the 3D graphics. So the main job or responsibilities of 3D modelers and 3D animators is to create the three-dimensional models of the characters and environments and make these models to animate. So that is the job of the 3D animators. So 3D modelers, they create the 3D model. Okay, so 3D model is you can say that is three-dimensional. So that will be they will be having in addition to the length and width, they will be having the depth also. Okay, but in a 2D graphics there will be only two dimensions, but in a 3D there will be 3 dimensions will be there. So when you watch the 3D animation movies and the 2D animation movies, you can see the difference. Okay, so if you watch the cartoon movies like Tom and Jerry, so that was a very old these animations, and they were mostly created using the 2D graphics. And when you see the movies like Ice Age or Frozen, those are created using the 3D models. Okay, so that you can see the difference. So you can see that in a 3D world there is a depth also. So you will feel like it is like just a real life characters. Okay, so that is the main advantage of these 3D models. So in gaming companies, there is a lot of the roles and responsibilities for the 3D modelers and these 3D animators. So when we think about the 3D animators, then we mostly what comes to our mind is the video games and the movies. Okay, 3D movies. But these are not the only fields where the 3D animators work. So there are the roles and responsibilities in other fields like the marketing, medicine, real estate, or the virtual reality applications. So they are used in different types of industries. Okay, that way that various industries they are employed. But when we think about the 3D animators, we normally think about computer games and these movies. So that is actually right. So they are very much used. They are very much important part of this games and these movies. So what is exactly the job of a 3D animator? Okay, so 3D animator's job is to move the characters or these make the animations of these 3D models. Okay, so that is the main job of 3D animators. So for that, first we have to create a 3D model. Okay, so 3D model, how it is created. So it is created using a primitive object first. So first the modelers select a primitive object like a sphere or a this box or a cylinder like that. Then from using that primitive shape, they create a real object, that is the maybe the player or enemy character or any other non-playing characters like the tree, mountain, like that. So they the 3D modeler's job is to develop these objects that is used in the 3D world. But after creating the 3D models, so that is just a object. Okay, so still object. It is there is not life into that character. So if you have a player who doesn't move, then there is no much use of that model. Okay, so we have to make it move like a walking, make it to run or jump, swim, or rotate and attack the other player. So these things are required to be created. Then only that will be we can do something about the animations or the how that player is going to be played in that game. So how these animations are created? So first step is to create the process is called the rigging. Okay, so rigging is how this model is attached with a skeleton so that it can move like just like the real person. Okay, so first the skeleton is attached to that character of that is that model. Then after that the animator has to animate this character. Then we will get the illusion like that character is moving in a 3D world. Okay, so that is how this is done. So the animations, so there are when we talk about the animations, there are different types of animations are there. Though first one is the keyframe animation. So keyframe animation is that is we need to attach the keyframes and then where that character is changing that direction. So just imagine that we are creating an animation of a ball. Okay, so we are creating an animation of a ball, and this just imagine that this ball is moving like this in a one direction, and in a particular after a particular point this ball is changed its direction to in a horizontally it is changed its direction. So what you can see that that ball was just moving in one direction and without any changes in direction, and from one point to another point it is moving in a straight line, and after that it changed its direction from that position to another direction. Okay, so what the animators do is that they create a keyframe in that point where that ball changes its direction. So then it changes that position of that ball to the another direction. So what happens is that all these intermediate frames, okay, so from just imagine that this ball first it was in a position frame number 1, and when it reached frame number 100, then it is at that time it changed its direction. So from 1 to 100, the software will automatically create this position, change the position of the ball, so that the animator doesn't have to do anything. So he has to just create a keyframe and change the direction of the ball. Okay, so intermediate frames, that is from 2 to 99, that those frames will be automatically created by the software, and it will gradually change the this position of the ball from the first frame to 100th frame. So we don't have to create the intermediate this in between frames when we are using the keyframe animation. So when in the earlier times that animators, what they have to do is that if they are creating a 2D animation, then what they have to do is that they have to create first they have to draw the first position of that object, and in the next paper they have to change a little bit of the position of the character a little bit, and in the third paper it has to change the position a little bit more. Then if they may create using 100 pages, they may change the position of that character from this position to this position. And when they play these all these papers in a very fast frame rate, then we will get the illusion like that a character is moving from this position to this position. So in earlier times we had to draw each and every frame, but in a keyframe animation we don't have to do that. We have to do only the major points where that character is changing the direction or shape, etc. Then the software that we are using, that will create all these in between frames. Okay, so that is the keyframe animation. Next is the motion capture. Okay, so what is a motion capture? So motion capture is a technique which is very much used in this today's 3D animations or the special effects movies, where the real actors will act. If you have a 3D model character is there, okay, so instead of that 3D model character, we have a real actor, real human being, and all these sensors will be attached to his body, and these cameras will record his movements. And what will be done is that they will be this data will be applied to that 3D character. So what is the advantage? You will get a very realistic effect of that movement when we are using this way. Okay, so that is the another way. First one is the keyframe animation, next is the motion capture, then we have the physics effect, where we can give the real physics based animation, and that is we can use it there are if you want to give a water flowing effect, okay, then you can use this physics based this animation. Then there are such kind of different types of animations are there. So I just mentioned some of the most used and important types of animation, that is the keyframe animation, then motion capture, then physics based animation. Then there are animations like the procedural animation. So these kind of animations are used to get the desired effect of that movement of that character. So that is the main responsibilities of the 3D animator and this 3D modelers. Okay, and some of the softwares or the tools that we can use to create these models and animations are 3ds Max, then we have Maya, then Blender. So these are the some of the most popular 3D modeling and animation tools which we can use to create the 3D models and these 3D animations. Okay, so I hope you understood what is the roles and responsibilities of the 3D modelers and animators in a gaming company. Okay, so you just think that this is not a very easy job. It is a very tough job. You need to have the creativity and the talent for drawing to become a successful modelers and animators. Okay, so that creativity is very important, and your expertise in using the tools like 3ds Max and Maya, that is also very important. So you can say that this is a very complicated job, but it is also very rewarding job. You will get a very good payment in gaming companies if you are getting selected as a 3D animators or modelers. So that it is a very rewarding career, but you know that you need to give a lot of effort and hard work to get to be successful in this field, and this is the very important part of a game development. So I hope you understood what are the roles and responsibilities of the 3D modelers and animators in a gaming company, and we will continue in the next video for the these other roles and responsibilities of the other departments in a gaming company. So again, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.